guys hear the sound? I'm not even kidding. Everything came from this little device and it only cost $200. Like seriously. It's called the Matribox 2 from Sonic 8. Let me just quickly tell you guys about how this thing feels in my hand. It's really small, it's compact as you guys can see. It's got a nice gray color and it comes with a pedal and it works as a volume and wah. The knobs and the switches, they feel amazing, just like any other pedals I've used in the past. They've got a nice screen as well. I'll just turn it on now. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with an on-off switch. So it's like you just plug in the adapter and it turns on. There you go. Matribox 2 by Sonic 8. It's all on, ready to go. Right, so the Matribox also comes with a software that you can use on the computer, which makes it very easy to use. So let's check it out. So now it's connected. You can see like there is a tone that I was already working on. It looks pretty nice, to be honest, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, normally, you know, when you have to drag your amp and cab and all that, it kind of makes it really confusing because I sometimes get really confused, like which one comes before which one. But this one looks like it's all right here. It's all laid out very nicely for you. So it starts with a noise gate. As you can see, it's got two noise gates here. So there's noise gate 1 and noise gate 2, which has threshold, attack, and release. So you guys can use this according to your preference. You hear the tone? Yeah. Right, so that's the noise gate. Then the next option is your FX1, where you can add your wah. And then auto wah. Take a look at the third one that I'm using right now, and that is the FX2, where I'm using a tube screamer. The one that I'm using is the Screamer 9, which is the legendary Ibanez TS9 tube screamer. So that's the one I'm using right now, and they've got more options. So let's check the amp. So the amp that I am using is the Soldano 100LD. That's the one I'm using for this one. For this particular tone that you're hearing. Right, they've got all the classic amps here. They also have Friedman amps that I use on my Fractal Audio. Next, we have the cabinet section. I'm using the Brit 412 cabinet kit. Let me go back to my old cabinet that I was using. I think I was using Soldano. This one, right? It's got a really nice thickness, right? So after that, we have the EQ. I have done a little bit of EQ by myself of this current tone I'm using. And you have the part where you can add chorus and stuff, flanges and stuff like that. See, there's this button here. Just it sounds a bit like Cowboys from Hell, right? Delay and the reverb. Let me just turn them on. Yeah. So for the delay, you have lots of options too, as you guys can see. The current one that I'm using, the tube delay, something that I like. You have the reverb. I'm using a whole reverb. You can change it. Let's talk about the pros first. So firstly, this thing is very small, compact. You can just pack it inside anywhere. And secondly, it's got great sounding amps and cabs, as you guys just heard. And you guys can also download IRs from the internet and then use it on this device too. Not to mention, this thing also has a drum loop that can allow you to practice with a drum beat, which is very important. I always tell my students that when you practice, don't forget to practice on the metronome. So if you don't like metronomes, you've got the drum loop here. Practice on them, right? These are the pros. I think quite a lot of pros, right? Let's talk about the cons now. There are not many cons, fortunately. Number one is the simple fact that they did not, put an on-off switch, which isn't very important if you really think about it. The other negative side is that it doesn't have a touch screen, but I frankly didn't even feel the need of the touch screen because I was using everything on the computer. It's going to save you a lot of money just for not having an on-off switch and the touch screen. It's just $200, guys. What more can you ask for? It's going to drop sometime in December in your local stores. It just came in the market here in China, so it's going to take a couple of months to come into your towns. So watch out for these and do try them out whenever they come out. And there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and you guys let me know any comments you have in the comments below. So there you go. I'll see you guys next time.